Have you ever met someone who just seems to avoid toxic people effortlessly, like they have a built-in radar for drama and manipulation? While others get caught up in mind games or emotional traps, these women move through life with a sense of control and clarity. So, what's their secret? That's the power of the Sigma female. Hello everyone, welcome back to the channel. If you're new here, don't forget to hit that subscribe button so you never miss content that helps you better understand yourself and the world around you. Sigma females are independent, deeply observant, and highly self-aware. They don't just go with the flow. They protect their peace, energy, and time by filtering out toxic behaviors before they take root in their lives. They instinctively recognize manipulation, fake kindness, and subtle red flags most people overlook. And today, we're diving into the 10 powerful strategies Sigma females use to identify and avoid toxic personalities, from spotting emotional manipulation to steering clear of energy-draining relationships. So stick around until the end, and let me know in the comments which of these strategies resonates most with you. Let's get started. Number 1. Calling out overly nice behavior. Imagine this. You meet someone new, and right away they shower you with compliments, agree with everything you say, and act like you've been best friends forever. Most people might feel flattered, but a Sigma female, she's on alert. Sigma females have learned that when something feels too good to be true, it often is. They know that genuine connections take time to build, and someone being overly nice too quickly can sometimes be a red flag. Of course, kindness is a good thing, but when it's excessive or feels forced, it can be a manipulation tactic. Some people use fake kindness to gain trust, get favors, or create a false sense of closeness before revealing their true motives. Instead of being swept up by flattery, Sigma females take a step back. They don't immediately shut people out, but they observe. Are the compliments sincere, or do they feel scripted? Does this person's kindness extend to everyone, or only to those they want something from? By staying grounded and taking their time, Sigma females avoid getting pulled into relationships that might later turn toxic. They understand that real trust isn't built on grand gestures, it's built on consistent, honest actions over time. Number 2. Observing how they act around less important people. Picture this. You're out to lunch with a new acquaintance. They're friendly, charming, and engaging while talking to you. But when the waiter arrives, their tone shifts. They barely make eye contact, speak rudely, or act impatient, as if the server isn't worth their time. While some might brush it off as a bad mood or an isolated moment, a Sigma female takes note, because this behavior speaks volumes. Sigma females understand that how someone treats people who can't offer them anything in return is a true reflection of their character. It's easy to be kind when there's something to gain, but real kindness is consistent, no matter who's watching. If someone is dismissive, rude, or condescending to service workers, assistants, or strangers, chances are they lack genuine respect for others. And if they can treat one person that way, they can treat anyone that way, including you. That's why Sigma females keep their distance from people who show this kind of behavior. They don't waste time making excuses for disrespectful actions, and they certainly don't ignore red flags. Instead, they quietly take mental notes, trust what they see, and choose to invest their energy in relationships built on mutual respect. After all, if someone can't treat everyone with basic decency, they don't deserve a place in a Sigma female's life. Number 3. Looking through fake sad tales. Imagine meeting someone who always seems to be going through a crisis. At first, you feel for them. They've had a tough life, and you want to be supportive. But over time, you start noticing a pattern. Every problem is someone else's fault, and no matter how much help they get, nothing ever changes. They're always the victim, and their stories are designed to pull you in, make you feel guilty, or get you to take responsibility for their problems. Sigma females recognize this type of emotional manipulation early on. They know that while life is tough for everyone, true resilience comes from accountability and growth, not from constantly seeking sympathy. They don't fall for endless sob stories, especially when they sense a person is using their hardships to avoid taking responsibility for their actions. Instead of getting caught in the web of emotional drama, Sigma females maintain a balance. They remain compassionate, but they set clear boundaries. They listen, but they don't allow themselves to be guilt-tripped into fixing someone else's problems. If they see that a person thrives on playing the victim rather than finding solutions, they slowly step back. A Sigma female protects her energy and only surrounds herself with people who take charge of their own lives, not those who drain others with their never-ending tales of misfortune. Number 4. Recognizing overly quick connections. Have you ever met someone who instantly wants to be your best friend, or claims they've never felt a connection like this before? At first, it might seem flattering. They shower you with attention, agree with everything you say, and act as if they've known you forever. But for Sigma females, this kind of intensity raises a red flag. They know that real, lasting connections take time to develop, and that people who rush relationships often have hidden motives. This kind of behavior can be a form of love bombing, a tactic where someone overwhelms you with affection to gain control or influence over you. It can also be a sign of emotional instability, where a person is desperately seeking validation rather than forming a genuine bond. Sigma females stay grounded in these situations. They don't let flattery cloud their judgment. Instead, they take a step back and observe. Rather than getting swept up in the excitement, they slow things down. They pay attention to consistency. Does this person's behavior stay the same over time? Or does it shift once the initial charm fades? By moving at their own pace, Sigma females protect themselves from people who seek quick emotional attachments for the wrong reasons. They let real trust and understanding develop naturally, ensuring that their relationships are built on authenticity, not illusion. Number 5. Being quiet observers of truth. Sigma females know that words can be deceiving, but actions rarely lie. While some people take what they hear at face value, Sigma females prefer to step back and watch. They listen carefully, but more importantly, they observe. If someone constantly talks about how kind and loyal they are but treats others poorly, that contradiction speaks louder than anything they could ever say. This patience and quiet analysis protect them from getting involved with dishonest or manipulative people. Instead of confronting every little inconsistency right away, they wait. They let time do the work. Because eventually, a person's true nature always comes to the surface. A promise made but not kept. A kind word followed by cruel behavior. These things reveal more than any speech ever could. Sigma females don't waste energy calling out every lie or contradiction. They simply take note, adjust their trust accordingly, and distance themselves when necessary. By staying observant and letting people reveal who they truly are, they avoid unnecessary drama and protect their peace. Number 6. Noticing flaws in overconfidence. We've all met that one person who walks into a room acting like they own it. Loud, boastful, and constantly talking about their achievements. While some might be impressed by this, Sigma females see right through it. They know that genuine confidence doesn't need to be announced. In fact, the loudest person in the room is often the most insecure. Instead of getting caught up in flashy words or exaggerated stories, Sigma females pay attention to what truly matters: actions. Does this person follow through on their promises? Do they treat others with respect, or do they use arrogance to mask their own self-doubt? These are the details that reveal whether someone is truly confident or just putting on a show. Sigma females don't engage in ego battles or try to prove anything to those who brag. Instead, they remain grounded, unimpressed by empty words. They prefer to surround themselves with people who are secure in themselves, those who let their character, not their claims, speak for them. Number 7. Taking note of rude remarks. Have you ever had someone make a joke at your expense, only to brush it off with, "Relax, I was just kidding"? Sigma females don't fall for this tactic. They understand that words, even when disguised as humor, reveal a lot about a person's true nature. Whether it's a backhanded compliment, a passive-aggressive comment, or a subtle dig, these remarks often expose hidden insecurities or manipulative tendencies. Rather than reacting emotionally or trying to prove a point, Sigma females simply take note. They see these moments as small but important clues about someone's character. A person who constantly puts others down, even in a playful way, is likely masking their own self-doubt. Instead of engaging in pointless arguments or letting the words get under their skin, Sigma females use their sharp intuition to decide whether this is the kind of energy they want in their lives. If the pattern continues, they don't waste time trying to change or confront the person. They know their worth and prefer to surround themselves with people who uplift rather than undermine. At the end of the day, true confidence doesn't need to belittle others. It speaks through kindness, strength, and quiet self-assurance. Number 8. Detecting false modesty. Have you ever met someone who constantly downplays their achievements but in a way that still demands attention? They say things like, "Oh, I totally bombed that presentation," only for you to later find out they nailed it and just wanted to hear praise. Sigma females recognize this kind of false modesty for what it is, a subtle form of attention seeking. Rather than getting drawn into the game, they remain neutral. They don't rush to reassure or feed into the manipulation. They know that true confidence doesn't need constant validation, and they gravitate toward people who own their strengths without fishing for compliments. When they notice someone frequently using false modesty as a way to gain approval, Sigma females take a step back. They don't waste energy playing into someone's insecurity, nor do they feel the need to expose them. Instead, they simply observe, take note, and choose to engage with those who value honesty over disguised self-promotion. Number 9. Understanding the tricks of deceivers. Imagine having a conversation with someone who insists, "I never said that," even though you know they did. Or maybe they twist your words, making you question your own memory. This is a classic trick of manipulators. They use gaslighting and clever wordplay to make others doubt themselves. Sigma females, however, are not so easily fooled. They trust their own judgment and remain grounded in reality. When someone tries to manipulate them, they don't get flustered or engage in emotional debates. Instead, they stay calm, stick to the facts, and refuse to let someone rewrite history. Rather than wasting energy arguing with deceitful people, Sigma females simply take mental notes. If someone consistently plays these mind games, they don't make a big scene, they just distance themselves. They know that true peace comes from surrounding themselves with people who are honest and straightforward, not those who thrive on manipulation. Number 10. Listening carefully for warning signs. Have you ever had a conversation that just felt off? Maybe the words sounded fine, but something in the tone or body language didn't match. Sigma females are highly in tune with these subtle signals. They know that real intentions often hide beneath the surface, and paying close attention can reveal a lot. For example, if someone constantly makes backhanded compliments or shifts their tone when discussing certain topics, a Sigma female takes note. She doesn't ignore these red flags or brush them off as nothing. Instead, she observes patterns over time. One slip-up might be a mistake, but repeated moments of discomfort signal deeper issues. Rather than reacting impulsively, Sigma females analyze what they hear, how it's said, and what's left unsaid. If they sense manipulation or dishonesty, they trust their instincts and act accordingly. Whether it means asking direct questions, setting boundaries, or walking away, they protect their peace by making thoughtful, intentional choices. And there you have it. 10 powerful strategies Sigma females use to keep toxic personalities out of their lives. From spotting fake kindness to staying alert for subtle warning signs, they rely on keen observation and strong boundaries to protect their peace. At the core of it all, Sigma females value authenticity over drama and real connections over forced ones. They don't waste time on manipulation or energy-draining relationships. Instead, they choose balance, independence, and a life free from unnecessary negativity. Which of these strategies do you already use, or which one do you plan to start applying? Let me know in the comments. I'd love to hear your thoughts. Thanks for watching, and if you found this video helpful, don't forget to like and subscribe for more content on self-growth and personal power. Stay true to yourself, and remember, quality over quantity in everything. Until next time.